Hi, this is Eric Best from Flying Tiger Motorcycles here in St. Louis, Missouri. This is the second installment in our video series where we explain the whys of motorcycle maintenance. Today we're going to be talking about carburetors. On the bench here we have two carbs. They're both off of a CB175 early 70s model. And here you can see a carb that we've cleaned, prepped, and it's ready to go back on the bike. And this is the sister carb that we have not cleaned or prepped. Now you notice a lot of brown staining on this carb. There's a lot of deposits down here left in the float bowl. Now what that is it's old gas that's been sitting in this carb for a long time. And this has turned into what we refer to as varnish. It's not really varnish, but it's old fuel that's deteriorated to the point of becoming like sludge and leaving deposits in the carburetor. Now fuels nowadays have a lot of additives in there for emissions, and this contributes to this problem here. A lot of people say, why would I need my carb cleaned or rebuilt when I've just had it rebuilt, say like a year ago? Well, this stuff adds up pretty quick, especially when it's just sitting in the carburetor. So it's always good to drain the float bowls out if you're going to leave your bike set. Now there's two ways you can go about redoing a carburetor. You can rebuild the carburetor or you can clean the carb. Now basically achieves the same thing. One's a little cheaper than the other. To buy a rebuild kit on eBay, it's usually $25 to $30 per carburetor, depending on how many carbs you have. That can be kind of expensive, to where carburetor cleaning, you're using the same jets, all the same parts in there, and you're just cleaning them out and reusing that stuff. Now what you will want to do is replace any seals and rubber grommets or gaskets in the carb, either case, whether you're rebuilding or just cleaning the carb, because those will leak, especially if they're an older bike. One thing to remember is you'll see on here there's a stamping on these jets. It's your main jet here. There will be a stamping on that to tell you what size it is. If you have an older bike that's been modified, you'll notice that it'll have a size on there, and you want to make sure that that size of jet coincides with the size of the rebuild kit that you're getting. And one thing that you don't want to miss is underneath all these jets are passageways inside the body of the carburetor. Now a lot of people will clean the jets or put new jets in, and they don't get into the passageways. Now that's a really important part. Inside those passageways, this brown stuff gets in there and clogs it up. Your carb's no cleaner than when you took it apart the first time as far as the engine's concerned. So you want to get in those passageways. Now there's several different chemicals you can use. There's chemical dips, there's parts washers that are made to clean these carbs out. Those all work fine. Just make sure you don't get a chemical that's so harsh that it damages any of the carb internals. And that's about it for us here. So make sure you tune into our video series to find out the whys of motorcycle maintenance. And you can also find us at Flying Tiger Motorcycles on Facebook.com. And Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks for joining us.